Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Libby, this is Julian, and together we are Box Meeples. Now, this Friday we are talking about filler games, and one of my favourites is Hollywood 1947. This one successfully kickstarted. You may have seen our Kickstarter video on it recently, so we'll be coming to retail very soon. It's a social deduction game. I love the art style of it, that old Hollywood styling, and some of the elements in the gameplay I much prefer over some of the other social deduction games that are out there. That idea of sort of asking for new cards, asking can I re-roll my dice or not, and really trying to work out who's around there. But it's so good, the variability in the player count of this one. So we often take it to our gaming group, and no matter who's there, whether we're sort of in between tables or a couple of tables of gamers are going to sort of merge and then try and play something together towards the end of the night, it works for all of those situations because it does work. I think there might be a solo mode, but it certainly works from 2 up to about 9. Yep. So it really is a small box that is so flexible, and this book, I mean, facade games do such a great job of making them look amazing. So it's one that we're going to keep pulling off the shelf, keep taking to Games Group, and it's been played so much already. Yeah. And I can't see it stopping anytime soon. It's
often one people ask to play and ask us to bring. And brilliant for new players because it's very simple to explain and it has enough bite, enough depth for people who are more seasoned.
Yeah.
I'm going for a trilogy of games. I've gone for the Century, and I prefer the Golem Edition. Obviously the Spice Road Edition are exactly the same games, just of different art. But the reason I like these is because they introduce kind of key elements of, you know, modern board gaming that we kind of take for granted but aren't understood by modern gamers. So for example, in Century Golem Edition, you're learning kind of deck building. In Eastern Mountains, you're kind of learning area control like systems. And in the
movement without that sort of dice roll that is so ingrained in sort of the traditional kind of off the shelf supermarket kind of
not
games,
modern move style things.
That idea.
But Century and Golem Edition and this world introduces kind of worker placement. And the reason I like these is because you can play a game of this. They're very, very quick to do. You can play a game in less than an hour, probably 45 minutes, and from 0 to understanding a mechanism, these are fantastic. And then we can go on to play another game. So for example, using this one, we can teach worker placement to a new player and then move on to a game like Lost Ruins of Arnak. And although initially they wouldn't have understood worker placement, you can go to this place but you can't go there, someone else has been there. Having played that, they know it. We can say it's the same as you do in Century Golem, and then we can introduce the extra kind of mechanics that you get in a game like Lost Ruins of Arnak with the tracks and the monsters. So I find this is a great way of learning something that we actually take for granted as kind of regular board game players, but new players won't know. So it's an instructional tool, but on their own merits. Individually, these are very quick, very fun games that you can play in, like I said, less than an hour, and are fantastic to play around other games. For the main event for the night. So these are my choice of filler games. Yeah, well, someone else is setting up Frosthaven. You can have everyone else at the party can quickly have a game of that. But what filler games do you like? Do let us know in the comments below. These are kind of filler games rather than party games. We're actually having a kind of board game experience, or those kind of things. Do let us know down in the comments below your choices. Yes, we would love to hear from you. Of course, if this is your first time watching us, we do tend to post 2 to 3 videos a week all about board games, so feel free to click on that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and as Julian said, comment and let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear from you. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Bye.